Mike Jones Beats.
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Real quick, pardon me. I still haven't found all of my let me get this shit lined up. I still have not found all of my images yet. So basically, that school you see in the background, that's PS59. That's my elementary school. Hold on, I'm gonna move this shit real quick so y'all can get a good look at my elementary school. This is PS59. I went to this school when I was a kid. This is my elementary school. Where the hell is the boom? So that's PS59. That's where I went when I was in elementary school. Shout out to PS59. Really small school, but I was 100% fortunate to go there in my belief. Very small school, but we was able to get a lot of hands-on attention from the teachers, and also because the school was so small, that means our money went further, I'm guessing. I don't know, but shout out to that school. Definitely appreciated the fact that I went there. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's had a beautiful day. I've been trying to get online like for the last I've been trying to go live for like an hour now. So I'm still having a little bit of problems with the computer. Apparently, one of the issues was I think I have too many drivers or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, or I have too many drivers for the same thing. Just so we can be clear. Anyway, we don't have an actual topic this morning. I got on with the impression of no. I went there. You went there in the 90s? No, I went there. I didn't. You went there in the 90s? Crazy me. If you went there in the 90s, what street is that on? Tell me where it's at. Let's do roll call real quick. Wait, let's call out the drops from yesterday real quick, and then we do roll call and we get right into it. How's everybody doing today? Why people come in, they don't even be saying hi to me. They just be pulling up. They don't even be like, hey, what's up, Jack? Only a couple of special few be like, hey, hi, Jack Frost. How you doing today? I know you say hi to us every day, but sometimes I want to say hi back to you. I hope you're having a good night. Or good morning. Shout out to BQ Mommy with the $5 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilkirchen with the $10 drop. Shout out to NetStars Live with the $5 1 cent drop. Shout out to Keeman Romney with the $9 drop. Shout out to Keenan Romney again with the $9.99 drop. And shout out to GT Massive with the $20 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody. Like on some super real shit. I appreciate everybody. I am like, alright, so I'm gonna tell you something real quick. So I don't know if I should say that. Maybe if it comes up later, I'll talk about it. If not, I'm not. Let's do roll call real quick. What up, Jack Frost? Apparently, this Jack Frost guy that I keep hearing about, him right there, first got a comment. First, he's like one of the handsomest mans in the planets. Shout out to that shit. I mean, I don't know if I could live with such. I don't know how I would be able to move around with such just a weight on my shoulders, being one of the handsomest men on the whole planet. That's quite a weight right there. Jack Frost, you handle it well. Who else we got up in here? What up, Queen Shot? She says, good morning, Frost. BBN fam. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. How you doing, baby girl? What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? Tell T9 said hi. He says, morning, chat, Frost. What up, Ray Dream Chasers? Says, morning, Frost. BBN fam. What up, Crazy Me? Says, in the 90s? I'm like, did you go to the school in the 90s? I don't know why you asking me if it was in the 90s or not. What up to the Dean? He says, top of the morning, Kings, Queens. What up, Net Stars Live? Says, good morning, BBN. We looking good. Shout out to the computer repair guy. Shout out to that guy. Apparently, not for nothing, most of the work that I actually needed, it was like some software issue or whatever the case might be. So basically, they uninstalled my whole operating system, reinstalled it. So I'm guessing if I had any kind of issue with the computer, it's already done. It's over with. I had the guy look at the computer to see if I had any spyware or anything. Apparently there was nothing. So it is what it is. I guess you have to do computer maintenance every now and then, and you got to pay for it. Lots of bucks. What up, ABG BK all day? How you doing? This is top of the top. Salute. There's a couple of conversations we could have this morning, not for nothing. But has anybody wait, hold on. Anybody else here watches Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I'm curious. Nobody said you was trying to disrespect anyone. You see how they trying to gaslight me? Did you hear anybody say anything about, oh no, you just coming trying to create problems where no problem existed? Not a problem. I'm just not going to read your comments anymore. Therefore, you don't have to think that I'm thinking you're disrespecting me. Copy? That'll solve that problem. I'm not doing this. That's what I do from now on. Whenever I see somebody come in here and say something trying to start an argument, I just don't talk to them no more. It's kind of like what I do in real life. With that being said, let me make this a little bit larger. Make this a little bit larger. Hold on. There we go. I like that. I like that aspect ratio. There you go. Renner S says NBA YoungBoy, he's not getting out on bail. No, they're gonna hold him all the way until trial. When he first got arrested, I had somebody hit me up. I don't know if they want me to tell you who they were, but I had somebody hit me up and they was like, yo, and they just saved NBA YoungBoy's life. And I'm like, and then I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, well, NBA YoungBoy is beefing with a lot of people. So by having him out of the mix and in jail currently, maybe that is beneficial to him to keep him alive. Maybe it is, right? Yeah, already. Like, you see the person's comment. There's nothing I can do about it. These people are weirdos. So they hit me up. They was like, yo, there's a good shit. Like, somebody's trying to save NBA YoungBoy's life. And just so we could be clear, the dean says NBA YoungBoy bail was denied by the judge in Louisiana, if I stand corrected. Yes, he was given, the judge in California decided to give him bail. The judge in Louisiana told him that they denied the bail. They're not going to allow for the bail to go through. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them net stars. Like I told you, as soon as I recognize somebody is trolling me, I'm not reading their comments no more. And that Stars Live says, for real, from now on, they getting too much alt time and no drops. So check this out real quick. So basically what happened was the lawyer in California looked at everything that was going on, and they decided that they was going to give NBA YoungBoy, I believe it was like whatever the amount of bail it was bail. That's why I said pay attention to what's happening to NBA YoungBoy. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing, but what I'm saying is pay attention to what's happening to NBA YoungBoy. The first reason in which why they said that they wanted to hold him was because of the guns. He was seen in the picture with 2 guns. He's a felon. He cannot be in the possession of a gun. He cannot be in the possession of a firearm. They have 2 photos that he is in possession of the firearm, right? So that's what this is what I'm believing that the warrant was about. Hold on. This is what I'm believing that the warrant was about. This is what I'm believing that the warrant was about. The reason why they're not allowing him to get bail is because they're saying that there have been previous times that he didn't go do the things that he was supposed to do. I think that's what's actually happening. What up, New York Silver Stack? This is Morning Frost, BBN fam. Cold out here in New York. Yeah, I heard it was like, I haven't gotten outside yet, but I heard it was kind of chilly. So, and that's what I believe why they're saying they don't want to give him bail. The actual warrant is for the guns. The reason why I believe that they're saying that they don't want to give him bail, I mean, this is the only way it makes sense to me. Me thinking about it now, me overthinking it. The only way it makes sense to me is if they're saying that they don't want to give him bail because he doesn't follow the instructions when he's allowed to not be, be out. Because previously he had court mandated appointments that he didn't meet. So I think that's what Louisiana is saying. They're saying, okay, the warrant why he's arrested is the guns, but the reason why they don't want to let him out is specifically for that other reason. Boom. Boom. That's what they're basically saying. At least that's what I hear. If anybody here different, like I wasn't 100% sure. What up, Banger? How you doing? Everybody say what's up to my brother. I wasn't 100% sure, but that's what it's sounding to me like is actually what's going on right now. Basically, about to sneeze and shit. Basically, no, I'm not gonna bag the person. You see them asking to get bagged though, right? It's just crazy. Read the person's comment. I'm not gonna read it. They can talk all they want though. They can complain. What the fuck can I do? I can't. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm just gonna let them talk to themselves so everybody can see they got mental health problems. There's nothing I can do about this. The dean says, Frost, the judge said the NBA was a danger to society and to himself due to his violent history and having guns around him. Facts. Also, with him running from LAPD makes him a flight risk. And in addition to, listen, the dean, I'm not arguing any of those things. All of those things you just said happened. I am not saying that those things did not happen. What I'm saying is this. He ran from LAPD, but the Los Angeles police officers is the Los Angeles courts is the one that wanted to give him bail. Right? The Los Angeles judge gave him bail. He ran from the Los Angeles police and they gave him bail, correct? The people who denied his bail was Louisiana, correct? So if him running from the police was a reason to not give him bail, LA wouldn't have gave him bail. You understand what I'm trying to say, if that makes any sense? They have him on tape telling some young kid that you're not a man until you kill somebody. And don't fight, shoot. This guy's a whole menace to everybody. What the fuck? You don't think they're going to play that in court? You don't think they're going to play that in court? My point is this. The Louisiana judge, I'm not saying the Louisiana judge didn't say any of that stuff. What I'm saying is that he ran in LA. That judge let him get bail. What up, James S? So you see his smoking feet. That's what I'm saying. He ran in LA. That judge allowed for him to get bail. If him running in LA was the reason why you understand what I'm saying? I don't think NBA YoungBoy hides the fact that he uses drugs, Rena. Just so we could be clear. I don't think that's a secret. What up, Mark Hernandez? How you doing this morning, my brother? So, as far as NBA YoungBoy is concerned, I think that's the reason why they're not going to give him bail. Rena S says LA will give you bail. They want the money. Maybe that's it. I mean, what the hell do I know? So LA pissed off right now. LA is mad as shit. Fucking Louisiana. They messing up our bag. LA is mad as hell. They got all the judges and shit sitting in the room angry. They got all the judges sitting in the room angry. We almost had it. It was right at the tip of our fingers. The rat bastards. We almost had that guy money. Them damn Louisiana judges. They beefing and shit on the internet. They got they freaking fake Twitter accounts arguing at each other. The judges is begging on the internet. Shit. Rat bastards. Ray Dream Chaser said, I think it's because the investigation is in Louisiana. I think more than anything, they might just not want him to be out in the public. They might actually have a fear that something might happen to him. Maybe that there is a fear. I don't know. Maybe there's a fear that he might do something to someone. Maybe they want to monitor his communications, and the easiest way to do that is to have him locked up in jail. Maybe there's something going on. DJ Cash Rose says, good morning, Jack Frost chat. Happy Saturday. Good morning, my brother. Salute. The Dean says LA wants to give him bail, but with the ruling with the judge in Louisiana, LA is now trying to extradite him back to Louisiana. Yeah, because why in the heck? They probably like, you know what? You want him so bad, take him. Like, look, we wanted to let the man go. You want him so bad, you take care of this guy. The hell? So that's probably why they shipping him back. They're like, look, ain't nobody got time for this. Only you got time for this. You people in Louisiana, you people got time for this. Over here in LA, we ain't got time for this. What up, DeAndre Willis Sr.? How you doing this morning, my brother? Like, man, we ain't got time for this. You people got time for this. We got 0 times for this. Nobody care about none of this shit you talking. Louisiana. You want this man locked up so bad, you put him in your jail. How about that? Rena S says, the last video that NBA YoungBoy made, Louisiana is holding that money. They don't want to give his money back to him. They want to keep it. Maybe. I'm not sure what King Jacob is saying. What's cap? Are you telling me I'm lying about an opinion? Or you, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're telling me. What's cap? America? I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're saying. Are you trying to say capitulate? Sorry for what? Like, oh man, I'm not doing this. I'm not reading no more of those comments. I'm gonna go make me some coffee, right? I'm gonna put it in this mug right here, and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be talking though, just so we can be clear. Yeah, he's still in Cali. They haven't shipped him nowhere yet, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. But I will say this: I'm hoping that these rappers just stop beefing, just in general. Like, I get it though. Beef runs the internet, right? If you want to get popping on the internet, get into a beef with somebody. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. Not everybody is. I get it. That's what I'm saying. I get it. You wanna have an internet career. You wanna do well on the internet. You gotta get in beefs with people. You gotta argue with people. You gotta be a dick for the most part, or people have to think you a dick for the most part. People got to think you a dick for the most part. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Okay. No. Thought I was about to see something that I wanted to see, but I did not at all. I did not see what I was trying to see. With that being said, what you mean Louisiana doesn't have the money? Louisiana doesn't have what money? What monies are you talking about? I'm confused. I'm asking for you to explain. I'm confused. What monies are you talking about? I don't know. I just kicked the person. King Will says, "Oh snap! Morning coffee on Saturday. Definitely off to a good start. BBN Jack for a salute." Next stars a lot. Aziz says, "Who the F is King Jacob? Dopey bastard." It's the same person I was in here a minute ago with the other account. Whenever I say I'm not gonna read their comments no more, they complain and then they go get another account and do the same thing. You could always tell who they are because they just make comment, and none of it make any sense. They accuse me of doing something that I didn't do, and then they just spend the whole time saying sorry like I did something to them. So it's the same person. It's easy to tell. So everybody else see what I'm seeing. Next stars last says Frost. I wonder if NBA lost any part of that money he put up. Sometimes 10% is not refundable. Good point. Marker did this says, okay, bro. Quick question. Now that weed is legal, will you try cookies from Burner? Heard he is opening one out there. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's not like I haven't smoked. I smoke sometimes. I try not to. I think I'm about to have a stroke. Aziz says, "Hi, BBN fam. Good morning, Frost." James S. So you see his smoking feet. The Dean says, Frost, someone said Louisiana has the money that NBA put up for bail, but they didn't. But they don't because they don't want to let them out, so the money was never paid. First, Louisiana has the money or LA has the money? Because as far as I know, he was arrested in Los Angeles. So I would assume if he paid bail, it was to the Los Angeles, right? But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So maybe it is what it is. I'm gonna go get this coffee. Give me 1 second. Also, this is my school in the background. This is the school I went to when I grew. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. Hold on. This is the school that I went to when I was a kid. I just want to let y'all see that's PS59. Shout out to PS59. Hold on, be right back. So I think more than anything, especially as far as with rappers going in general, I'm not just talking about I'm just talking about rappers in general. I'm just talking about rappers in general. I don't even talk to no women, so I can't be harassing them. I don't talk to 0 women. I don't hit nobody on IG. I don't talk to no women. I avoid almost all women, period. So, homeboy D Nice or whoever you are, I avoid almost all women. I don't want no problems. I make sure that nobody could accuse me of anything. If a female is not extremely classy, I don't talk to them. I don't talk to nobody at all whatsoever that I think might even almost try to act like I've done something to them that I didn't do. So any female anywhere that say that I'm doing anything to them, they lying, and please show me some kind of audio, video, or something. They're lying. I don't talk to no women at all. If I see a female out on the street, if she don't talk to me first, I don't say nothing. I don't talk to no women at all, ever. Just so we could be clear. Yeah, that was my public school. I am into women, but I don't ever want nobody to be able to accuse me of doing something and I actually did do it. If you want to accuse me of doing something I didn't do, there's nothing I can do about that. But you will never be able to accuse me of doing something and I actually did it. Also, every time you accuse me of doing something that I didn't do, don't worry about it. God's real. God's real. So for all the people that make these live videos about me and accuse me of doing stuff I didn't do, God is real. For real. God is real. PS stands for public school. PS stands for public school. Rappers have now become the main target for police crackdowns, especially since the young cats are recording their criminal acts on social media. I'm going to explain to you what's happening. I'm going to explain to you what's happening to rappers, whether you know it or not. I'm going to 100% explain to you what's happening. The police can't get to actual gang members because actual people that are career criminals and do criminality for a living tend to not want to promote their crimes. So the police I don't even care if I die. So if I have a stroke, I have a stroke. I don't really care that much. But thank you, Renna. I don't really care if I die. What the fuck? So hold on, let me explain something. So the police can't get to the actual criminals. The only way that they can get to the criminals is through rappers. It's through auxiliary. It's through somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? Police can't actually get to the criminals. So the only way that they could get to these criminals is through the rappers. So, not for nothing, but when you see me up here saying, yo, rappers, y'all gotta stay away from the criminals. In reality, I'm saying criminals. Y'all gotta stay away from the rappers. If you out here and you get into the bag and you get into the bag illegally, you need to stay away from these rappers. You do whatever you want to do. Don't mind me. I don't know nothing. But remember, a rapper lives a pretty public life. Remember that. A rapper lives a pretty public life. So whenever I see these rappers and then I see these photos with them, and I know the people they in the photos with. You understand what I'm saying? I don't look and say, oh, the gang niggas is screwing the rapper up. That's what most people are thinking. Sometimes I think that. Don't get this confused. But for the most part, I'm thinking that person right there that is a known individual that in the underworld, remember, shout out to Supreme McGriff, but the government always knew what he was about, but they didn't have the real opportunity to come after him until when? Until they was able to attach him to Murder Inc., right? That's when they was really able to come after him for real, right? And all of his holdings. So I think that that's something that people got to start understanding and realizing. That, yeah, these rappers are hot. Don't get it confused. But not only are these rappers hot, at the same time, I mean, pardon me, these people that are, criminals, they're hot, but at the same time, these rappers are hotter. Remember, a part of a rapper's job is to post pictures about where they're at and what they're doing. You do know this, right? Literally part of a rapper's job is taking pictures, promoting where they're at and what they're doing. Renna says, remember when NBA YoungBoy made a video, he had all them guns, plus he had 25,000 on him. He kept the 25,000. That's the money I'm talking about. They don't want to get back. No, actually, there's already been a court order that they have to give back. I believe the money had to be given back, and something else had to be given back. But they was able to keep some of the guns or whatever because it's involved in the case. They've already decided that. They had to give NBA YoungBoy back a lot of the stuff that those police officers take. It's already been court mandated. The Dean says, Facts Force, so they are hitting these rappers with RICO to get the main players to try to flip the rappers. Yes. This is what's happening. But I've been told y'all that over 2 years ago. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. You know how many rappers right now would not be in trouble if they watched this channel 2 years ago? Know how many rappers right now would not be in trouble if they watched this channel 2 years ago? If this channel didn't have the problems like I have right now, where there's individuals that's making videos about me, trying to tell people that I don't know what I'm talking about, trying to tell people I'm a scammer, trying to tell people all this other weirdo shit about me. So a lot of rappers didn't hear what I said. And I know that to be a fact because I've spoken to rappers who watch the channel and they've 100% confirmed that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And they've actually been doing, they've actually, periodically watch the channel and, take some of the advice. Just so we can be clear. But you know how many people, I told y'all that they was coming after the rap. I told y'all they was coming after the gangs and they was going to use the rappers to do it. I told y'all this. I told y'all this like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, I told y'all this. They're coming after the gangs. What up, Mark Hernandez? Netstars Live says, Frost, that's when they get mad. Crooked cops, when they don't get to keep the money, that's their payoff. I don't have the slightest idea. I'm not going to go too far into that. I don't know any cops that do that. So there's not much I can say about that. I would assume what you're saying is correct, though. There's a lot of rappers that would not be in jail right now and would not have legal problems right now. There are a lot of people who are a part of the underworld that if the rappers that they dealt with watch the channel, they wouldn't have the problems they have right now. There are people who are just a part of the underworld that if they watch the channel, even if they didn't have any rappers that they fuck with and they watched the channel and heard some of the things that I was saying, they probably would also be avoided any type of legal problems with law enforcement. What you trying to tell me? I don't know what to tell you. I put people on the game all the time. There's a reason why I try to avoid all conflict. Because there are so many people mad at me. I don't know who coming at me. So I don't want to have conflict. I avoid it. I don't know who's coming at me. I didn't see this person post in a dumb long time. Also, I do not go into people's DMs. So if there's anybody if there's anybody pulling up to your DMs, it is not me. I don't go in people's DMs, period. I'd rather die alone than for somebody to accuse me of doing something that I didn't do, just to keep it a stack. I'd rather die alone. That's way more satisfying. James S says, I got pulled over with QB with a quarter pound of fire trees. The cop says if I just give it to him, he'll let me go. I said enjoy and left. Okay, here you go. I'm out of here. He went and took that shit to somebody else and flipped it. Come on. Rena S says true, you're right. Yep, I heard about that the other day. That's why they got NBA YoungBoy and Casanova, because of the gang members, them being around them. Well, first of all, see, this is the problem. How do I say this? Actually knowing somebody is not against the law. Being in business with someone is also not against the law. So if a rapper knows an individual who is into illegal stuff and they know them, that's not against the law. If a rapper knows a person and they're into illegal stuff and they also have a business with them, but that business has nothing to do with the illegal shit that they're doing on the other side, that's also not against the law. I want to be clear on this. None of this is against the law. If I'm in business with you, how the fuck do I know what you're doing on the other side? I don't even know what you're doing as it pertains to me and your business. Period. Right? So a rapper knowing somebody who's a gang member, or a rapper knowing somebody who's doing illegal activity, none of these things are against the law. But this is the problem. You have people who either were a part of that life or would like to be a part of that life. So that's what the conversations are. Right? Those conversations are then used to tie you into shit. So even if you didn't do anything and you just shooting the shit with somebody, just fucking around, shooting the shit, you're not even... See, this is the thing. All right, so we got Casanova case, right? I want to explain something. I want to explain something with the Casanova case real quick. Yeah, I hear you, but don't put the link, please, Aziz. I want to explain something real quick. It's just with the Casanova case. I'm going to explain something real quick with the Casanova case. Right? How do I say this? If Casanova's lawyer go hard on this used to be his lifestyle, this isn't his, free Cass. This used to be his lifestyle, this isn't his lifestyle any further. Y'all taking these conversations out of context. You don't have any actual physical proof that these conversations that were had has anything to do with reality or real life. They're taking them out of context. Because the conversations exist, so we can't act like the conversations don't exist. The conversations exist. We can't go into court and say that they don't exist. We can't act like they're not a thing. They are a thing. But if his lawyer makes his case as far as y'all taking it out of context, if his lawyer could then maybe line up some of the dates where some of these things that they're saying was supposed to happen were actually other things that Casanova was speaking on, this will be beneficial to Casanova. Like right here, they're talking about pulling up on some money. The government is saying that this was talking about paying off drug deals. But as you can see on these dates that they're talking about, in reality, Casanova had a coat drive. Right here, they're saying that Casanova was busy trying to, he was speaking to somebody about doing a hit on somebody or whatever. But in reality, on this particular day, Casanova had to show up for an appointment because they had a show or something. Do you understand what I'm saying? If they could take these conversations and make these conversations look like there's something other than what they're looking at, then they could have a fighting chance. Because the conversations exist. That's how they're getting people caught up. Because these conversations exist. It's not like these conversations don't exist. So that's the problem with the rappers and with the gang members. They're busy having these conversations with these gang members where sometimes they might not really be meaning what the conversation is saying. It's just they shooting the shit with their homie. Shout out to Tiandre Willis Sr. with the $5 drop. It was a hater drop. The haters. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Ooh, I'm back on my computer now. Tiandre Willis Sr. says, feds and labeling could be cooperating. Aziz, I want to have a conversation about the thing that you was talking about. I just didn't want the link. I just didn't want the link. I just didn't want the link in the chat. So, when was the last time I said, could we get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App? I haven't said that in a long time, right? Somebody's sending me something. DMX suffered a drug overdose and subsequent heart attack Friday night and is currently in the hospital. The prognosis is not good. We'll be updating as news comes in. TMZ is reporting that DMX suffered a drug overdose and subsequent heart attack Friday night. He's currently in the hospital. No, we could have a discussion about that topic. You could put it back up. I'm versed on what that is. Just put the. I didn't want to. Sometimes I don't be wanting to have links. You understand what I'm saying? Could we? I just don't want people just putting up random links. And also, I don't even think that was a link. I don't think you could put a link in here. That wasn't even a link. It was like, I don't think that was linked. I think you tried to put the link, but I think I got it so that links don't go through. Yeah, so DMX is in the hospital. He had a heart attack. I saw a photo with him the other day in the studio. I guess it was yesterday. He was in the studio. He had on a Wu-Tang shirt. I think he was in the studio. James S said, "Do you think 5G is helping the cops get info?" I'm not versed in 5G enough for me to be having a conversation about what it is or isn't doing. But I'm gonna assume any kind of faster connection is gonna allow for more things to be able to be done with a program. Sorry about that. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. All you see is smoking feet. Smoking section is open. Yeah, definitely praying for DMX. DMX was talking about how he got hooked on crack. He said he was 14 years old and his big homie handed him a blunt with weed and crack in it. He said he had never smoked at all up to that point. He had never done any drugs whatsoever, and somebody handed him a weed blunt with drugs in it. That's just with coke crack in it. That was crazy. We're not doing that. We're not going to say we're feeling bad for Casanovas. We're not going to refer to that woman like that. Boom. Yeah, definitely pray for X. Let's hope that just pray for X, just in general. It was a wait, hold on, Aziz. That was your link? That was a link to your shit? Hold on, stop. Aziz, that was a link to your stuff? Like you put that out? I thought that was just a random link you was putting up in here. Put the link up. Put the link back up. That's your link. Put the link back up. You don't actually do drops, but you be here all the time. Put the link back up. Remember when he walked off stage? He probably walked off because he had to go smoke a blunt. He had to go get high. I said that too. But wait, did I say that? I think I was trying to like help him out. Oh, it's not your shit? Copy. Thought it was your shit. I didn't know. I dubbed it because I didn't know what it was. Remember, I know you, but remember we got. I know you. You understand what I'm saying? So, you put it up. You put the link back up. Yeah. Look. What up, Liberty Hazelton? Salute to Liberty Hazelton. I want to say this much. I don't know if it's gonna pop up as a link though. See, it didn't pop up as a link. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Hey, Aziz, I don't think you could even put links in here. Oh, I don't think you put it up as a link though. Gender reveal day for Liberty Hazleton. Salute. Everybody salute Liberty Hazleton about to become a grandfather. I don't know if it's for the first or second time, but I know one thing is going to be twice at the same time. So that's just something to just, yeah, twins. It's a fact. Shout out to Liberty Hazleton. His whole tribe over there is growing. Also, shout out to PS59. I'm going to show y'all the building. That's the building I went to school in. For everybody that don't know, I went back there when I got a little bit older and shit, and I went inside. I got inside the building, and the shit looked fucking so tiny. Like, it just looked so tiny. I was just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? This shit is so tiny. And then the teacher that absolutely made my life hell became the principal. So shout out to that shit. The teacher that made my life hell, absolutely hell, became the principal of the school, and now she's a good guy. But when I was in her class, she just was like just the most evilest thing in the world to me. Well, most people need to stop the drugs. What up, King Will? Yeah, I went back. The room was just like the whole hallways and everything. Like, I'm walking and I'm ducking. Like, I'm walking and I'm ducking. Ducking. Walking through doorways and I'm ducking because I'm like... Shout out to PS59. Shout out to PS59. They were definitely beneficial. It was definitely beneficial to my development. I don't know. I guess you just put at and add a person, and then and that person will see it. I mean, if I kick Droop, they just gonna come back with another account. So I just was gonna leave them. I didn't see Miss. Her name was Miss Pinkerton. I didn't see Miss Pinkerton when I had went back. I didn't see her. I think I had to go back to the school because I needed something for high school at that time. I needed something for high school. So I went and I had to go like to the office or something to get something that I had to take back because I had to go. I had to. It was something that I needed it for high school for one thing or another. That's all I know. I had to go back there to pick up something for high school. I don't know about DMX being brain dead, but we did just talk a minute ago, and I told you that he has a... I told you what TMZ said. I'll go right to the TMZ article. They said that he's in grave condition. DMX suffered a... I'll read... somebody just sent me this. I already read you what I read, right? So I'll read this over. DMX suffered a drug overdose Friday night, is currently in the hospital, and the prognosis is not good. Sources close to the rapper tell TMZ the OD occurred at his home around 11 p.m. Our sources say the overdose triggered a heart attack. DMX was rushed to the hospital in White Plains, New York, and is in a critical care unit. We're told he has some brain activity. Another source says that he's in a vegetative state, and doctors have cautioned he may not make it. As we have reported over the years, DMX, who was the cornerstone of Rough Riders label, has battled substance abuse and has been in rehab several times. His last rehab stint back in 2019 came after he completed a 12-month sentence for tax evasion. At the time, we had told DMX didn't relapse but checked himself into a rehab out of fear he might again, as he felt temptation to use creep up on him again. DMX made his return to the stage following rehab in December 2019 when he was hit. Okay, so basically they're just talking about how he came back and everything else. But yeah, so they're saying that he does have some brain activity, and it's also saying that he is in a vegetative state. That's what some people are saying. Other people are saying he has some brain activity. That person that came in here and spammed is the same person. I already kicked like 3 of his accounts. He's just gonna go get another account and keep spamming, right? So I just kick this if I feel like it. I haven't been calling out any of the kicks, as you can see. But I kicked like 3 of his accounts already. What up, Aisha Stockton? DMX had a drug overdose, and the drug overdose caused for him to have a heart attack. That sounds like some kind of speed, right? What do I know though, right? Sounds like some kind of speed, but what do I know? I'm going to tell you something. Okay, so I used to work in the drug rehab. And I'm going to tell you this. I used to work in the drug rehab. And I'm going to tell you this. You have to change people, place, and things. You got to change people, place, and things. Period. If you have a drug problem and you're battling drug addiction, you got to change people, place, and things. You really don't got a choice. Because you got to get away from everything that might trigger you. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to change people, place, and things. So that's hard for a rapper. How are you going to continue with your career if you got to change people, place, and things? You understand what I'm saying? That's it's hard for a rapper. What you mean by how many messages this morning? Oh, talking Liberty. Yeah, you got to change people, place, and things. You got to do different things. You got to stop going around the same people. And you got to stop going to the same places. I'm telling you. You got to change people, place, and things. Period. What up, Derek? Net Stars Live said exactly. Sometimes money ain't the answer, but can be a trigger. He was making a comeback. Remember the other day we was talking about rappers in the studio? And I said one of the things that happens when these rappers go in the studio is that sometimes they take a lot of uppers so they can stay up. So they can stay awake. Because they got to stay awake for hours at days at a time sometimes. I remember when I was telling you that? You got to stay awake for days at a time sometimes, right? Admins, do me a favor. If you ever see anybody coming here putting all caps, put them on the timeout. Anybody doing all caps, please put them on timeouts. So whenever we see anybody do all caps, I don't care what the comment is, please put them on timeouts. From now on, that's the now on mandate for this channel for all future videos. Anybody coming in, putting all caps, timeout please, every single time. I don't care who they are. I don't care if the president of the United, I don't care if Barack Obama pull up in here. If he write all cap comments, So hold on. So you know the vibes. Hold on. So you know the vibes. Are you saying that some rappers, I'm not saying all rappers, that some rappers don't take things to stay up in the studio for days on end? Are you telling me that? You know the vibes. Is you telling me that? That some rappers don't go in the studio and so they can stay up days on end, take things like uppers so they don't go to sleep. Are you telling me that? Once he lie, we kicking him. Yeah. Anybody come in doing all caps, just don't kick them. Don't hit them with bags. Just put them on timeouts. Just time them out to death. Matter of fact, I want all admins to go up. You see the dude that I just hit timeouts with? All admins, I want y'all to all to go up there and hit them with like 3 or 4 timeouts yourselves. No capping policy. Thank you, Big Marlo. You already know. No capping policy. You already know. Oh, you was talking to somebody else. Okay. Net Stars Live says, I disagree. He did verses and was releasing a new album featuring Pop Smoke. He was trying though, and he had a nice following. I don't care what you explain. What the fuck do I care? I don't even care if you disagree or agree. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Them dudes be taking Adderall like crazy. My dude. I know. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Derek. Probably meth and whatever else to help keep them making music. I know. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I know. I know. Why do you think whenever people come in here and they say bullshit, and I be like, you tricking somebody out there? You trolling me. But I know. But there's somebody in the chat that don't know. And they probably just going to go with whatever you lying about. And you probably putting them in a bad situation where they're going to go somewhere else and look stupid. Shout out to Derek with the $15 drop. He says, for whatever. Shout out to Derek. He does drops. He doesn't even care what I use it for. He's the real MVP. I think DMX looked bad also, by the way. I didn't think he looked good. I thought he looked bad. I'm not saying on drugs bad, but I felt like DMX did not look like DMX to me. When I saw him at the Versus, it looked like he had something on his mind and he was troubled. It actually looked like he might have been like something was eating at him. Just to be honest with you, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but it looked to me like something was eating at him. That's just me though. That's just what I saw. I mean, I don't know. Maybe nothing was eating at him. Maybe everything was eating at him. But it looked to me like there was something going on. And how many other, just so we could be clear, how many other verses have we had where one of the contestants in the verses left off camera for like 10 minutes in the middle of the damn thing? Has that happened any other time? Has that happened any other time? Does anybody know about any other time that that's happened? Any other time? Has anybody ever seen any verses where in the middle of the verses, the individual got up, left in the middle of the verses, and then came back? Yeah, because Snoop is busy there smoking weed, drinking alcohol. These are all things that he needs to, and this is not Snoop's fault. I'm not blaming Snoop for nothing. But Snoop is busy there drinking weed, smoking weed and drinking alcohol. This guy got a, DMX is suffering from drug addiction. What up? Oh, man. DMX is suffering from drug addiction. These are all bad things for him to be around. How you gonna have a person suffering? Woohoo! Woohoo! DMX is suffering from drug addiction. How is that person gonna be around? You get what I'm saying? So that was a bad link for him. In my opinion, but what do I know? Woohoo! Lathering the mids up. Now we see why his homeboys. Do you see those other dudes is his homeboys? I told you. What the fuck I'm talking about? It might be Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isles. I think they was trying to get something going on like that. And that starts at Frost Pro. You can see that shit from a mile away. How often am I right when I tell you that somebody is a troll, man? Come on. They all type the same. They all try to do the same thing. There you go. You know what I am a master of? Hitting people with bags. Can we get bags for you know the vibes? Go get another account, homeboy. Go get another account. Can we get bags for you know the vibes? I'm a master of that. I'm a master of hitting the motherfucker with bags and getting you up out of here. I'm a master of that. How about that, you rat bastard? He's like, you could be pro and stuff and a master. I'm a master at that. Them bags on your head. Fuck out of here. It's me, Mario. Mario! It's me, Mario! Fuck this guy. Should I tell you, these people are sick, man. I told you, all you gotta do is go Google Jack Frost and BBN, and you can see who all the people who, like, how could, look, at the end of the day, How angry could I be that there are grown men that wish they were women so they could be in relationships with me? I mean, there's nothing I could do about that. What up, AG? These is grown men. If they was women, they'd be trying to bang me. And could they stop all taking photos with this one jet? This one plane right here. Could they stop taking photos with this one plane? They got this plane in California that it don't fly. It's just a prop. And everybody goes and takes pictures inside this shit. Could they stop doing that? Oh, check this out. For everybody that don't know, if you in New York City and the police stop you and say they smell weed in your car, they can't search your car. Smelling weed on a person is not a reason to search them no more. Whether they were just smoking it or whether it's in a bag and they can smell it coming out of the bag. Smelling weed on a person is not a reason to check people no more. Can we clap it up that a lot of black people are going to be saved from unnecessary arrests and unnecessary fondlings of the police officers? For everybody that don't know, I'm putting you on. Police officers can now not say. Police officers can no longer say that they smell weed on you, and that's a reason for them to arrest you or detain you anymore in New York City. Who's Shorty? Shorty looked okay. I mean, she might have better pictures than this. She looked okay. She might have better pictures than this, though. I don't know. This is how my inbox looks. Of people trying to text me and I don't respond back to nobody. So please, if anybody ever says I'm in somebody's DMs, they lying. Don't believe them. I'm not in anybody's DMs. Also, if you're a person that's DMing me to tell me that my platform isn't going nowhere, but you're here, somebody want to do a collaboration with me. I get a lot of these. Somebody else want to do a collaboration with me. Spotify. I get a lot of these. That's why when people be like trying to talk shit to me, I be like, but you do know that I get a lot of these shits, right? Yeah, I have a ton of messages that don't answer. Which premise are you talking about? Netstar says, "Wow, you know how? Yeah, you know how many cases, you know how many people got caught up because the police was able to stop you and just say that they smell weed. And there's people that's like they don't even smoke weed. The police just pulled up on them and said they smell weed, and now they was able to search them and go through all of their stuff and harass them. So now that can't be done. It's just not something that could be done anymore. Nobody can now say I smell weed on you, and so that's a reason for us to detain you. So that's a win. That's a win. Look, just so we could be clear, shout out to Black Cuddy, salute to the Black Spades. Just so we could be clear, these are all tactics that if used the appropriate way, it's not a problem. The problem is the police officers who are not doing their jobs the appropriate way are using these to get around, to circumvent the law. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue. So we need to create legislation that doesn't allow for the police officers that ain't shit to circumvent the law. There are a lot of police officers that do their job the appropriate way. There are a lot of police officers that ain't out here to just try to fuck up a nigga life. They exist. I know some of us don't think that they exist. And I also get it that you don't know who they are, so you just treat all of them with the same energy. I get that also, and I don't think you're wrong. But there are a lot of police officers, listen, there are a lot of police officers that don't agree with the bullshit. There are a lot of police officers that's not on that type of time where they think that it's okay to ruin somebody's life over whatever. Like, this is the shit that killed me. If you a police officer and just because somebody yelling at you, now you want to lock them up and put them in handcuffs, what the fuck are you talking about? You should, that's not a reason to lock a person up and put them in handcuffs. Because they're verbally abusing you. You're a police officer. You knew you was going to get verbally abused before you even took the damn job. So that's the shit that don't make sense to me. You're an old police officer. You already know you're going to get verbally abused. What are you talking about? That you want to put that guy in cuffs because you don't like what he said to you. You want to put that chick in cuffs because you don't like what she said to you. You're a police officer. 90% of the things that you hear is going to be bullshit. I got an issue with that. I got an issue with that. That's something I got an issue with. Like, how are you gonna... First of all, could we just admit that 9 times out of 10, if the police show up, the situation's already out of control? Right? So the police show up to a situation that's probably already out of control and they expect everybody to stand there and be civil? That don't even make sense. Just saying. That don't make sense to me. Everything's already out of control. You expect for everybody to stand there and be civil. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, but that shit sounds bananas. That sounds like some absolute tomfoolery. You expect everybody to be cool while everything around them is going crazy. We gonna get up out of here. I'm coming right back to the computer as soon as we get off. Anybody that's trying to do any type of promotion or anything like that, hit me up. I'm doing promotion on the I'm doing promotion on BBN today. I'm not doing any promotion on Jack Frost today. I'm doing all promotion on this channel today. I'm doing all promotion on this channel today. This channel. This is the promotion we're doing everything on today. We do a promotion on this channel. What's not true, David, right? Just you know, why not? We're about to go off. Why not? What's not true, David, right? I'm doing promotion on this channel today, so hit me up to get promotion on this channel. Also expect, if you do any advertisement with us over here, expect for the trolls to try to destroy your life. So just, you know, expect it. That's all I'm saying. Expect for the trolls to try to destroy your life. You can hit me. Give me about 20 minutes. Shoot me a line on IG on this BBN Jack Force right here. Shoot me a line on IG, and I'm getting back to everybody about promotion today. Also, be ready to make all exchanges of cash today. Also, if you're trying to be promoted for the week of next week, let me know today. So, because today and tomorrow, I'm getting all of my graphics ready for next week. Because I think one of the problems is I try to get the graphics ready on the individual days, and sometimes I just don't got enough time. So, and I just don't got enough time. So, anybody that is trying to, Cash App is right there. It's right there on the screen. Cash App, right under the name. But here go the Cash App right here also. If anybody can't see it. Boom. This is the, oh well. If anybody can't see it, this is also the Cash App right here. Hold on. The Cash App's right there on the screen. If anybody can't see it, that's the Cash App. If anybody can't see it, that's the Cash App. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here. Once again, if you're trying to do any promotion at all this week, hit me up today so I can get all the graphics and everything ready. I gotta. It's easier for me to streamline that way. Also, we're doing all for this account. Doing all for this account. Also, some of y'all, I can't even tell you. I got good news, but I want to keep it. I don't even want to spread it too far. Also, if you're trying to get interviewed by the BBN, if you're a rapper, you're trying to get interviewed. If you're a rapper, you're trying to get interviewed, let me know. We're going to be doing interviews on that IG, on that BBN IG. We're going to start doing interviews over there. So if you're a rapper or whatever you might be, I don't know what it is. If you're trying to get an interview, we're going to be doing interviews over there also because I don't even want to say it, but it's just good news. I don't even want to say it. But we're going to be doing interviews over there. And we're going to be starting to go live over there. With that being said, I don't know if DMX is brain dead. They said that he has some brain function, and other people are saying he's in a vegetative state. So we're getting conflicted reports as far as TMZ is concerned. That's what TMZ is saying. So there's conflicting reports. So I don't know. We don't know if DMX is brain dead. We're getting reports that he is in a vegetative state, and we're also getting reports that there's a little bit of brain activity. So there's just no telling. All right. with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. Go enjoy y'all day. If you're trying to do any promotion with the BBN this weekend or this week, you gotta hit me. You gotta hit me. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I gotta get to work. Like, comment. Oh fuck, I gotta let the computer cool off first. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. Also, expect